Hello, welcome back to Into the Breach. I recorded the last two episodes 2 days ago in the middle of the night. It was like 5 a.m. if I remember correctly. I do remember what happened in those videos, but I also remember that at the end of the second video, I said if I do another video today, I will probably not make it through. So here we are. I'm fresh. It's been a little while. It's pretty late. It's like 9 p.m. Yeah, man, I say it's pretty late. It's pretty late could mean it's 3 p.m. or it's 9 p.m. or it's like 7 in the morning. Anyway, last time around, I picked up Missile Barrage, and I said, yeah, I'm just going to take the good thing. And then I upgraded Missile Barrage on a conservative Adrenaline Kai, and now she has Burst Beam, so she's looking pretty strong. The Charge Mech has Grid Repulse, so that's not completely dead in the water, and then this thing has +3 area on the Shield Projector. And this is a 2-island run. Indeed. So, let's get to it. Final island. Tomorrow I'm probably going to play Arcanium on the channel. I'm going to try to let you know what I'm going to play. But yeah, I'm closing in on finishing my Apex run of that game. I got 2 more wins to go. So probably Arcanium tomorrow, but maybe this. We'll see. This one went a little quicker than I expected. Anyway, I forgot to close World of Warcraft, man. Don't go check your battle.net. That was me. I gotta remember. Anyway, let's consider. So the thing is, we steamrolled the last little bit, but Missile Barrage no longer one taps anything on our board here. So I do have to plan a little bit. So like, it does feel like it's logical to put the Charge Mech off at the edge of the map like this. I'm assuming that there's just gonna be blocks in front of me, basically. And the big killer is going to be Kai gets blocked out here, I expect. But I think something like this is fine. You could maybe put the defense mech back, but I think something like this just spaced out. It's really hard because I don't have Ghana, so it's hard to tell where I should start, I think. Because I don't know where the pylons are going to be. Yeah, like that's so bad for Kai. Because she just gets locked out of being able to get into a good position here. But you can't know that, of course. Actually, funnily enough, you can know that. because of how the game works. You can know based on where the map is. Like, this stuff is fixed, funnily enough. Anyway. So how much does this do? 5? Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks to stop. Now, as is commonly the case with this team, we will not be able to stop all of the attacks. Probably. One off, man. That's a shame. So the idea here, remember we have Grid Repulse as well. The idea here would be to use this beetle. So if I could push this beetle to here, it would kill the scarab, and that would be 2 in 1. So to do that, I would need to move the scorpion, but I can't actually affect this row in any way meaningfully. So one way to get a 2-for-1 here is going to be... this is weird. Because it's weird because Grid Repulse... I guess... Oh, I could Grid Repulse here. Ah, okay, so I can take a 2 as our damage. I'm gonna move here. I can Grid Repulse this one. Here, so... I think that this is gonna be the best play just based on my first draft, but let me go through it and let's see. You Grid Repulse here, and then you realize that this doesn't actually end up giving you anything because you can't move enough to reach the beetle. Okay. That's fine. So I could take 2, but no, it's actually really bad. It would kill Kai. Because the crab has 5 and there's lava here and the hornet hits. So the idea would be, now the idea is to shield these 2 and then kill one of these 2. The beetle or the scarab, or the digger I should say. This is the scarab. So I'm gonna reset now. I was wrong about my movement as well. I realized it pretty quickly, at least. So yeah, I mean, ultimately this comes down to I'm pretty screwed out of having a good turn here because of these two power pylons in my way. It's a shame, but like I said, there's not really anything you can do about this, and this is the classic problem that I have with Final Island is just, oh, well, the pylon spawned in a way that blocked my character out. Oops. That sucks. Haha. That shit, like, it does suck. It is very much not fun, I think. But, I digress. I could spend 2 attacks on this, but it doesn't seem good. I think it might end up being, like... It might end up being Grid Repulse here, shield these 2... I think that taking 2 on Kai is just unacceptable. I think it's not okay. So yeah, what I'm gonna do here, I guess, is I'm gonna Grid Repulse this, shield these 2, and I'm going to take 4. That's the first draft I'm gonna take 4 with a 16% chance to survive the hit. I would like to take 2. If there's an idea that I can find that would let me take 2. The problem here, of course, is that Grid Repulse is almost universally worthless. And you can't move this, you can't move either of these units with the charge mech, right? Because if you move the crab, he's just hitting here. The digger cannot be moved. You could pull the crab. Laser beam here. It just doesn't do anything, you know? Like all of these ideas that I have, yeah, sure, I could take this shot. And then what? So I think that ultimately what this comes down to is that this team is bad now, and I knew this was going to happen with Missile Barrage. We're going to reach a point where they're going to declare 5 attacks, and it would actually be fine, except for the pylons, right? Because with the pylon, if this pylon's moved, then this whole thing looks different. But you can't know where the pylons are going to spawn. Classic problem that we all face with this system. I suppose. Just double checking that I'm not missing a damage or anything weird here. These rocks are also crazy, but of course they are. Okay, so I think that we are going to Grid Repulse the Scorpion off into the pit. That makes a lot of sense to go 1 for 1 on the Scorpion. And then I don't know, let me see. I'd like to stop a damage, so I guess the best thing to do is gonna be shield here, repulse here. Oh, I have to move you. Hold on, sorry. I knew I forgot something. Alright, try it again. Shield here, move here and push. God, this Hornet's so obnoxious. I want to just kill, but obviously I can't. So there's 2 ideas here. I think the correct idea is actually just to have Kai take a step back and shoot a missile barrage. Because what this does is this sets me up to take 2, it's 4 now, and then I should never get hit again because I'll wipe the board on the turn after this with another missile barrage. But it sucks. 16% of the time, and not quite that, right? I have 2 16% rolls here, so there's a chance that I only take 2 because my grid defense is high. You never know. Ah, look at that. Cool. So now it's good, and now the rest of the combat is over because every enemy dies on this turn. Okay. I don't even have to use the, I don't even have to use the missile barrage, actually. That's kind of weird, but right on. I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with this. Oh, you know what? guess you just charge it, it's fine. I was gonna say, I was gonna do the push, but you can't do the push. The crab is standing there. Doesn't work out, does it? It's weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess ultimately... No, I really don't know how I feel about it. Because, like... Does it feel good that I'm gonna probably... The difference maker is rolling 16%? I don't know. I would argue maybe not, but... I guess that's a decision... That's an answer you have to find for yourself. I'm a fool? Yeah. Okay. It's interesting. I understand. Give one sec. I'm just playing too fast. A classic misstep on my part. It's a minor mistake to make, I suppose. But it actually... The way that I played that is intuitive, but it's not quite right. What you actually have to do is move here. And we... Oh, we can block this spawn, but... That's just, I'm going fast now, because the combat is pretty much over, and I don't know. That, moreover, I feel like it's good to just use undo turn like that, because, yeah, I think it's better for me and for you, and ultimately, I feel like I've even talked this point to death at this point, but I think it's better for all of us if I just don't spend an extra minute on every turn verifying everything is perfect, because that sounds really annoying. I don't think that that would be particularly enjoyable. I think it's a lot better to just go like this and go, yeah. And then when I see it, I can reset. Now, occasionally it leads to bad situations like the one that killed Kazak a few runs back, but whatever, man. At this point, it's not really worth it to talk about it too much, I feel, because if you don't like the undo turn meta, you're probably not watching anymore. And I think the undo turn meta makes these videos much more streamlined and much better. I wasn't going to take any more damage from that point. They weren't going to... I already got my checkmate in, basically. 2 crabs, 2 scarabs, a digger, and a hornet. The crabs are really annoying, but it basically just comes down to how many of them attack me versus how many attack my pylons. That's all there is to it. They're all ranged. It's all fairly evenly likely. Like, the bottom left crab has to hit me. Also, like, it's all random at this point, I would say. Okay, how many of them are... What do I have to do here? Well... Yeah, that's awful. That's pretty bad, too. This might actually just be a hard loss. That's what you also have to be ready for here. It's entirely possible that this mission, or like this team, can't beat this turn. Which would be a shame because we steamrolled the mid-game, but that's 1, 2, 3 enemies that are threatening 4 damage on 2 separate sets of 2 power pylons. I would like to argue that this is a little bit unfortunate. I have to tell you, I think that this is a little bit fucked up. Now, is it unsurvivable? I don't know. There's something to like here. What is it? Well, I'm not ready to get into that. It's pretty, like, this is a bad set of enemies rolling a bad set of attacks, and I think that this is part of the game too. Sometimes you are going to be checkmated like this and just go, yeah, well, I set up well, but I got crushed in the end because the game rolled better, and that's fine. I am ready to come to terms with that if it's the case, but we can first take our look through. This is also, I should mention, a very bad team at dealing with multiple threats on a turn 1. But it's pretty funny that one of the 1-for-1s I could do on a mission critical attack ends in a falling rock too. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we have to solve 5 attacks here. What are we gonna do? I can do this damage. I mean, this is okay. I can shield as well, But shielding actually doesn't really help me all that much. I can 1-for-1 the Hornet leader like this, right? I could just pull him. That's fine. And then what? Well, it's probably, now follow me here, I think it's this shot, pull. And that gives us a solid 4 damage taken. We are now in the realm of I'm alive because I won a 16% flip on the last one, but you know, this is it's hard to say, oh well, I should insulate myself against this. This final island has been nothing but terribly unlucky rolls that I can't do anything about. I don't know where the power pylons spawn. I'm just gonna take this, by the way. I highly doubt that you're gonna find a setup better than this. I think that we get to live, and that has to be good enough for me at this point. We get to live at 1 HP, but we're not dead, and that's all I need to see here, because now it's survivable. This may not look good to you, but this is actually great, I think. Because we have this shot, so we live this turn, and we get to block a spawn. Very nice. Well, acceptable, I suppose I should say, actually. Where are you hitting? Here? So you get a 2-for-1, you get a pull into the pit, and then, unfortunately, I don't get the time to repair. I do have to go to 1 HP on the charge mech, but we're alive. This does highlight the issue with the missile barrage plan in this team, which is that Kai, yeah, it can't really do anything. Like, there's never, because Kai's mech is so important that she never gets a turn to use the missile barrage. This is vicious, man. This is real vicious that they're hitting me with. But I think we are now in the clear. Actually, it's a missile barrage here. We're gonna block a spawn. This tile is getting hit with a rock. Okay, that's fine. I am blocking a spawn with Kai, which you may find to be a little bit horrific, but I think it's okay. Is it okay? Yeah, whatever comes out over here, I shield. Okay, I'm gonna make... This is gonna be the play that'll make you maybe go, hey, this guy's actually lost it. I'm gonna do this. I think that my charge mech, at best, goes 1-for-1 anyway, so it can go block a spawn. And then whatever comes out up here, think about what can come out up here. What can it do? I think that the only thing that you could spawn here that would offer me... That could threaten me is like... It would have to be something like 2 crabs, and the crabs have to line up on the G file and both double shoot here. I think that is the only situation I can think of. So what it has to be is it has to be 2 enemies at 5 HP that get to target both of these pylons, because anything else that they send my way gets shield projected. But you know what I'm overlooking here? I'm overlooking the blobber a little bit. I'm overlooking this enemy. I'm talking like he's dead, and he's not necessarily dead. But basically, the question becomes, do I want to deal with this random spawn here, or the blob? And I think it's better to do this. I actually think it is the right idea. I think that it's a little bit questionable, though. I'm not 100% sure that we're in the clear anymore. 2 spawns here, kind of scary. We'll see how it goes. It's a pair of fire. It's a firefly and a scorpion. This is fine, right? Does 3 of the bomb, which I don't care about. You just shield here. We're good, right? Okay. Yeah. I don't see any reason why this isn't good. Yeah. A strange run. It feels like a bit of a strange end, I gotta be honest with you, because I don't know. By all accounts, I feel I should lose this run. I had to take grid survives a hit effect. What the hell do you... Grid defense. I had to have grid defense proc on a 16%er. But, yeah, I don't know. Flashbang warning, by the way. Close your eyes. There's a second one. Don't open them yet. Wait for it. Okay, now you're good. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I win, but it doesn't feel like a win to me, you know? Because I'm alive at 1 HP, and I had to survive through grid defense. But, yeah, no, I mean, I win, so it's fine. I shouldn't be so negative, I feel. But I guess I just want to be... I wanted to be more of like, yeah, I really thought this through. I really feel proud of this run because I sat down and I really grinded out. I thought hard about these plays and came to a good conclusion. And what it ended up with is, yeah, I just have to roll the dice here and hope for the best. And I guess it feels a little bad, but we win and I don't have to play this shit team ever again. So, thank you, Kai. Thank you, Zenith Guard, but not thank you, Zenith Guard. I think that, spoiler alert for the remap tier list, I'm not going to give Zenith Guard the worst team in the game, but they are pretty bad. I've gained a lot of respect. Now that I've finished it, I've played all of them through with the unfair clears. Gained a lot of respect for Zenith Guard because of sacrificing the charge mech. I think that is the only redeeming thing that makes this team not bad. However, I want to point you, this is going to be my wrap up for the Zenith Guard. I didn't do one of these for Rusting Homes, but I want to point you to something really important I noticed with Zenith Guard there. How many of those turns where after I upgraded the shield to have the +1 shield effect, how many times did that matter? Think about it. I think the answer is actually 0, which is hilarious. I think it actually mattered 0 times. I paid 2 reactor cores for the extra area, and it never made a difference. I actually think that the Zenith Guard is held back by one thing, and that one thing is this guy. I think this science mech is actually atrocious. The laser beam mech is fine because Kai Miller's in the game. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.